The Banshee, a mythical figure deeply rooted in Irish folklore, is a captivating and eerie presence that has fascinated generations. Known for her mournful wails and cries, the Banshee is often depicted as a female spirit or fairy whose appearance and behavior vary across different tales. Commonly described as a woman dressed in white or gray with long flowing hair, the Banshee is believed to be connected to ancient Irish families or clans. Her wailing is said to be an omen of death, particularly for someone of Irish descent. This supernatural warning serves as a harbinger, alerting the family to an impending loss. The name Banshee is derived from the Irish bean sea, which originally meant woman of the hills, but has come to signify woman of the fairies. While banshees are most commonly associated with Ireland, similar spirits exist in other Celtic regions and beyond. This article delves into the rich tapestry of Banshee lore, exploring various legends, cultural interpretations, and the enduring impact of this enigmatic figure. The Banshee is a quintessential figure in Irish mythology, embodying the intersection of the supernatural and the mortal world. Her presence is often linked to specific families, particularly those with ancient lineages. The Banshee's wail, a chilling and sorrowful sound, is said to be heard when a member of one of these families is about to die. This connection to death has made the Banshee a symbol of both fear and reverence. One of the most famous Banshee legends is the tale of the O'Brien curse. The O'Briens, a noble family descended from the High Kings of Ireland, were revered by their people. However, their noble lineage came with a terrible curse that haunted them for generations. The curse foretold that when a member of the O'Brien family was about to die, a banshee would appear to wail and mourn in front of their ancestral castle. This eerie but undeniable sign of impending death was both feared and respected by the family. One fateful night, as a dense fog enveloped the land, the current head of the O'Brien clan lay on his deathbed. The air grew still, and an unsettling silence surrounded the castle. Suddenly, a mournful wail pierced through the darkness, sending shivers down the spines of those who heard it. The banshee, veiled in white, stood at the gates of the castle, her eyes filled with sorrow. Her wails echoed through the courtyard, announcing the impending death of the O'Brien patriarch. The family familiar with the legend gathered in somber anticipation. With each passing moment, the wails grew louder and more anguished, as if the banshee herself shared in the family's grief. Just as the first light of dawn began to break, the old lord drew his final breath. As the first rays of sunlight touched the castle, the banshee's cries ceased, and she turned slowly, her form dissolving into the mist. From that day forward, the O'Briens accepted the banshee as a guardian of their ancient line, her mournful wails becoming a haunting but cherished part of their family's history. Another story of the banshee is about a young man named Liam. Known for his adventurous spirit and love for exploring the hidden corners of the countryside, Liam often ventured into the wilderness. One moonlit night, as the village lay shrouded in a gentle mist, Liam decided to venture deeper into the wilderness than he ever had before. He followed a narrow path that led him to a secluded river ford, where the water flowed calm and clear. As he approached, Liam could scarcely believe his eyes. There, in the pale moonlight, stood a veiled woman dressed in flowing white. She was bent over the water, scrubbing diligently at a pile of blood-streaked garments. Intrigued and strangely drawn to her, Liam called out, "Who are you, and what brings you to this forsaken place?" The woman turned slowly, her veil concealing her face. Her voice, soft as a sigh, echoed through the night. "I am the washer at the ford, child. I cleanse the clothes of those whose fates have been sealed." Liam, sensing the gravity of her words, felt a chill run down his spine. "Whose clothes do you wash tonight?" he asked. The washer's eyes, though hidden, seemed to bore into Liam's soul. "Tonight, it is the garments of a young soldier slain in battle far from here. His spirit journeys to the other side," she replied. As she spoke, a mournful wail rose from the distance, carried by the wind. It was a sound that Liam would never forget. Days later, news reached the village of a battle fought in a distant land. Among the fallen was a young soldier, his body returned home in a casket draped with blood-stained clothes. From that moment on, Liam carried the memory of the washer at the ford with him, a solemn reminder of the thin veil between the worlds of the living and the departed. As the years passed, he would often find himself near that river ford, silently hoping that he would not encounter her again, for he knew that her presence signaled the approach of death. Eamonsel's encounter with the Banshee. In the green hills of County Kerry, there lived a young and gifted harper named Eamon. His melodies were known far and wide, holding a haunting beauty that seemed to stir the very souls of those who heard them. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the land in shades of twilight, Eamon found himself drawn to a secluded glen shrouded in mist. The air was filled with an otherworldly stillness, broken only by the gentle rustling of leaves. As he sat upon a moss-covered rock, his fingers caressing the strings of his harp, a soft voice joined the melody. It was a voice that seemed to emerge from the very heart of the ancient land, singing of battles fought and loves lost. Eamon's heart swelled with both wonder and sorrow as he listened, for he knew that this voice belonged to none other than the Banshee, the spirit of the moors. When the haunting melody drew to a close, Eamon looked around, but the glen was empty, save for the ancient stones and the fading echo of the Banshee's song. Word of Eamon's encounter with the Banshee spread throughout the land, and soon his harp became renowned not only for its enchanting music, but also for the magical quality it seemed to possess. Another encounter with a Banshee is the story of a woman named Siobhan. She was known for her keen intuition and deep connection to the old ways of the land. One moonlit night, as the village lay bathed in silvery light, Siobhan ventured into the forest, drawn by an unexplainable presence. She followed a narrow path that led her to a secluded glen, where the air seemed to shimmer with magic. There, standing amid the ancient stones, was a veiled figure, her form draped in flowing white. Her presence exuded an aura of both sorrow and reverence. Siobhan approached cautiously, her heart pounding with a mixture of trepidation and curiosity. The veiled woman turned slowly, her eyes hidden beneath the folds of her ghostly shroud. Her voice, soft as a breath of wind, seemed to carry the weight of ages. "Who are you, and what brings you to this sacred place?" Siobhan inquired. "I am the Banshee, guardian of ancient ways and keeper of the mysteries of life and death," the figure replied. As Siobhan gazed upon the Banshee, a sense of foreboding washed over her, and she realized that she stood in the presence of a being that straddled the realms of the living and the departed. "Why do you veil your face?" Siobhan asked, her voice tinged with a mixture of awe and respect. The Banshee's answer was a solemn revelation. "To gaze upon my visage is to confront the truth of mortality, to see the fleeting nature of existence. It is a solemn reminder of the impermanence of life, a testament to the cycles of birth, death, and rebirth." With a sense of profound understanding, Siobhan nodded, recognizing the importance of the Banshee's words. She knew that to lift the veil and look upon the face of the Banshee was to confront the deepest mysteries of existence. As the moon cast its silvery glow upon the glen, Siobhan departed with a heart full of reverence for the Banshee and the wisdom she represented. From that moment on, she carried the memory of the Banshee's veil, a reminder of the sacred connection between the living and the departed, and the eternal beauty that lay hidden within the heart of the land. While the Banshee is most commonly associated with Ireland, similar figures exist in other Celtic regions, each with their own unique characteristics and cultural significance. In Scottish folklore, the Bean Knee, or washerwoman, is a figure similar to the Banshee. Often seen washing the blood-stained clothes of those about to die, the Bean Knee is considered an omen of death. Like the Banshee, her appearance is often linked to specific families, and her presence is both feared and respected. In Welsh folklore, the Gwrach y Ribyn, or Hag of the Mist, is a banshee-like spirit associated with death. Often depicted as a hideous old woman with long, unkempt hair and tattered clothing, the Gwrach y Ribyn is said to appear to those about to die, wailing and crying in a mournful voice. Her presence is a harbinger of doom, and her appearance is often accompanied by an eerie mist. The Isle of Man has its own version of the Banshee, known as the Cowan-Teach, or Old Woman of the Gloom. Associated with winter and the darker months, the Cowan-Teach is often seen as a harbinger of death. Her mournful cries are said to signal the impending death of a family member, much like the Banshee's wails in Irish folklore. In Breton folklore, the Canarezed Nas, or night singers, are spirits similar to the Banshee. These female spirits are said to sing mournfully to signal an impending death. Like the Banshee, their presence is both feared and respected, and their songs are considered a supernatural warning. The concept of a Banshee-like spirit is not limited to Celtic regions. Similar figures can be found in various cultures around the world, each with their own unique characteristics and cultural significance. In German folklore, the washerwoman is a spirit similar to the Banshee. Often seen washing the clothes of those about to die, the washerwoman is considered an omen of death. Her presence is both feared and respected, and her appearance is often linked to specific families. In French folklore, the dames blanches, or white ladies, are spirits similar to the Banshee. Often depicted as beautiful women dressed in white, the dames blanches are associated with death and the supernatural. Their presence is considered an omen of death, and their appearance is often accompanied by an eerie mist. The Banshee, with her mournful wails and eerie presence, has left an indelible mark on Irish folklore and beyond. Her role as a harbinger of death and a guardian of ancient families has made her a symbol of both fear and reverence. The legends and stories surrounding the Banshee continue to captivate and intrigue, serving as a reminder of the thin veil between the worlds of the living and the departed. As we explore the rich tapestry of Banshee lore, we gain a deeper understanding of the cultural significance of this enigmatic figure. Whether in Ireland, Scotland, Wales, or beyond, the Banshee and her counterparts serve as a testament to the enduring power of folklore and the human fascination with the supernatural. Through these tales, we are reminded of the mysteries of life and death, and the eternal beauty that lies hidden within the heart of the land. The Banshee, a haunting figure of Irish folklore, continues to captivate and intrigue with her mournful wails and eerie presence. From the O'Brien curse to the washer at the ford, the legends surrounding the Banshee are as varied as they are fascinating. While the Banshee is most commonly associated with Ireland, similar figures exist in other Celtic regions and beyond, each with their own unique characteristics and cultural significance. As we delve into the rich tapestry of Banshee lore, we gain a deeper understanding of the cultural significance of this enigmatic figure. Whether in Ireland, Scotland, Wales, or beyond, the Banshee and her counterparts serve as a testament to the enduring power of folklore and the human fascination with the supernatural. Through these tales, we are reminded of the mysteries of life and death and the eternal beauty that lies hidden within the heart of the land.